Steve Beverly and Coach Joe Holloway for this exciting contest. Steve, these two teams tied 3-3 earlier in the year on one of those time limit games.
Well, J.C. and Chester County, this is one of those when you get them together, you never know what's going to happen. Chester County will be led on the mound by Hunter McLemore tonight, and pitching for Jackson Christian, taking his warm-up tosses right now, is, of course, Austin Kelly. And what you have tonight, you're going to be looking for situation that last time we were here on Tuesday night, it actually was more of a pitcher's duel than we thought. And it ended up going into the hands of Fayette Academy, but this is where in front of the home folks this weekend, they got one tonight and one tomorrow afternoon. But, Joe, I can guarantee one thing about this game is that there will be no blankets that will be unfurled in the stands.
No, I'm actually looking for my coaching shorts and my workout shirt that Darby Palmer gave me from Jackson Christian Football, and I need it today.
82 degrees here as we're ready to start this game, and by the time we approximate finishing, it's still supposed to be in the upper 70s. So this is a little bit more baseball weather.
Absolutely, and the first hitter is Jace Goff. He's the shortstop. And the infield for Jackson Christian School, Ray at first base, Cooper at second base, Creasy has moved over to short, Chance King at third base. They're dapperly attired in our black uniform. First pitch, the umpire liked that one. It's a strike. So the low ball on the outside of the part of the plate will be a strike today. Let's look for consistency, Steve.
That's right. And that one just got away from the catcher, so it's 1-1.
It was supposed to curve a little bit. It was spinning, but it didn't really break.
Yeah, it didn't do what he was expecting to. The outfield is J.T. Mullins in center. Left fielder, Easton Jones, and the right fielder is Jack Collins.
Austin Kelly's pitch, Baltimore chop, gets through the infield for a leadoff single for Jace Goff, and he can run.
Well, he just found that open spot there that went between the shortstop and the left fielder and manages to poke it through the infield to get the first base runner of the game.
That hop was you're taller than me, and it was higher than you were.
Yeah.
This brings up Callan Emerson, the left fielder. Of course, you pitch out of the stretch, short lead, and they're swinging. Chester County very aggressive at the plate. Emerson wears number 23. They are attired in their blue tops, white pants. We've got the dark black tops and the white pants. And, Steve, if that's Navy, tell me, because I don't see Navy.
I don't see any Navy at all.
Okay, I don't see. When blue gets past a light royal blue and gets darker, it's all the same.
And not teal blue.
Yes, there's a pickoff attempt over at first. Good play by Walker Ray to kind of pick that one off a little bit. It started to go a little wide. Of course, Austin Kelly, a very fine starting pitcher. Youngster. Here's pitch popped up. Second baseman is taking charge and takes it right on the outfield grass for the first out of the inning.
He only took about maybe 3 steps to his left to be able to snag that one. It's kind of tough out there right now because if you can see the outfield the next time we get a shot, you've got shadows that go all the way to about the shortstop, and that can be very, very tough on these infielders and outfielders right now.
Yeah, Reed, of course, a very fine glove man. Playing at double play depth. There's a nice curveball there, Steve. The bender. No ball, 1 strike count, 1 out. Runner at first. That's Goff. Goff would love to advance himself. Still doesn't have it now. He's starting to edge off a little further. And a foul off to the left. It's the dugout. I tell you what, Goff would like to see one more move come to first base. That's what he's angling for.
Well, he's working ahead in the count now at 0-2, and so you got pitcher's advantage.
And, of course, Austin, the quarterback, that one is low, but the batter was tempted but gave it a good look and held up. And Austin Kelly got some minutes in behind the starting quarterback, Gage Boykin, last year. Both of them very fine young men. Each one has their strengths. Each has some things they're working on.
Well, that's always the case, particularly.
He's running. Here's the peg down to second. They called it a ball. That one was off to the right a little bit, and Chase Goff comes up with a stolen base.
So we got a 2-2 count, and you got a runner in scoring position.
Steve is right with the 2-ball, 2-strike count and 1 out. Of course, the runner wants to play it safe, and we'll play some games down there, and we'll try to look. This is a good base runner. The last name Goff tells you that this young man knows baseball. And you say, wait a minute, Coach, you said Goff, but his family lineage is quite good in baseball.
Yeah, very well known in these parts. 3-2. He worked from an 0-2 count, and now he's gone full.
Emerson doing a good job. You're right, Steve. Or actually, this is McLemore. Hunter McLemore, he'll be pitching today. McLemore doing a great job, 3-2, getting ready for the payoff pitch. Austin Kelly checks the runner at second. Going to check him a second time. Comes to, and now I started saying he raised it up. Fool me.
Yep.
He used you don't have to throw it. Again, maybe I need to adjust, and it's on the parabolic mic just a hair. I heard somebody to my left holler balk. That is not a balk.
No.
That would have been if he had tried to go to first, because you have to throw it over there.
Yeah.
Checking the runner again. Here's Kelly's pitch. The curveball hit him. It didn't curve enough.
Got him right in the elbow pad.
No need for ethyl chloride.
No, that's one of those things, though. It's a real frustration when you start out with an 0-2 count, and then you end up giving him a pass to first base with a hit.
Double play would be the thing that's in order as Dean Estes comes up there. He's playing third base. Reminds me a little bit of Ron Say that played for the Dodgers.
Pesky little hitter, particularly against the Atlanta Braves.
Yes. He gets one up in the air. It's going foul and be way out of play. And, of course, Estes, the fourth-place hitter. Now, Say did hit fourth some, but he hit third and fifth also. And like you said, a very pesky hitter.
Absolutely.
Runners at first and second with only 1 out. We'd love to get the double play ball, and the infield is at double play depth. Outfield's playing him straight away. Shortstop sneaks in, but I think we're coming home. 2 checks of the runner and the throw of the plate. Chance King, he's up in front of the bag. He'll go to second, and he's safe, I believe.
Yep.
Even with the strong throw, that was a slow bouncer.
Chase had a difficult decision as to whether he was going to race the runner and get the force at third or try to get the force at second, and unfortunately that little bit of break and indecision led to everybody being safe.
And, the funny thing is Chance really put a little mustard on it. He's got a good, strong arm, but the indecision, the slow bouncer, sacks jammed, ducks on the pond. That's a fielder's choice.
That is not a hit, in case anybody at home wonders. It is a fielder's choice because the infielder opted to go to second base with it.
Evan Shippers, the first baseman, is up there with a chance to do some damage. We want to bring it to the plate. And a swinging strike, too. That was a good pitch, Steve. It was almost untouchable.
Yeah.
First and third will come home. Second and short's going for the double play. I thought they would come up, but they didn't. 0-2 pitch on the way. High. I don't know. Do you think that was a waste pitch or a release point was just a little high?
I think that was a bit of a waste pitch.
Yeah.
But this is one of those where this is a big hitter to get out.
Absolutely. Again, outfield straight away. The shadow's starting to come in and stepping off the pitcher's plate. That seems to be the newer way of saying it. We used to call them pitcher's rubber in the old days, but a lot of people are saying pitcher's plate now. Here's the 1-2 pitch outside. Good job by the hitter for Chester County. He told his runner that it didn't get far enough away. Ducks on the pond with that 2-2 count and 1 out. Runner at third, well out of bounds, which he should be. Swinging strike. That was big, Steve.
Yeah, he had that curveball that just dipped way away from him just as he went for the swing, and that is a huge out for out number 2.
Base is still loaded. King moves back to even with the bag at third base, bringing up the catcher for Chester County, Ty Manus.
If he can get out of this, and leave them stranding 3. That'll be a huge emotional momentum lift to start their half of the first inning.
Absolutely. And, folks, if you rewatch this game on YouTube tonight, Wyatt Jones, the catcher, just saved a run. Good. He got outside, got the ball, caught. It went nowhere. So 1 ball, no strikes. Swinging strike.
He was way out in front of that one.
Yeah, Manus had a good, healthy cut, but no contact. What was that song? Once upon a time, no parking. We'll call one no contact.
Yeah.
1-1. Bases jammed. No place to put anybody. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, getting out of play. No snow cones awarded today because we don't have a snow cone machine.
That's exactly right.
But we
Joe.
do have great hamburgers and hot dogs. Chuck Walker on the grill over there.
Now, I can verify that. The hot dogs are just like you've heard that old jingle for Ballpark Franks. That's what we got right here.
Yeah, remember tomorrow's Senior Day, too. And now Chuck, I'm sure, will be on the grill, but he'll be part of Senior Day. That one high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are loaded, or otherwise we'd say the deuces are wild, but you've got 3 of a kind, 3 base runners.
And this is the pitch he wants it to happen on.
Yes, don't run it to 3-2 and let the merry-go-round start. The 2-2 pitch on the way, outside, and we will have a merry-go-round. For the folks, and I had a lady text me at WNWS and said, Coach, we listen to you and Steve all the time do those games. What in the world is a merry-go-round? That's when all 3 runners start running in a circle, so to speak, around the bases. They'll take off with the pitch there early. It hadn't even been let go. It's ball 4, it walks a run in.
Oh, that's got to be frustrating after he was ahead in the count 1-2 and then just absolutely lost him.
Now, Manus does get an RBI on that. And we'll check and see if Game Changer has decided to play ball with us. It hasn't, but number 21, and that is Huffman coming to plate. He is the designated hitter. And that one's not going to get it. There we go, strike 1. And if you wonder what I'm talking about, I've got more than one set of baseballs that you click on for Game Changer now. And then we'll see which one will give us something. That one is too low.
He's thrown a pretty substantial number of pitches here in the first inning by virtue of the fact of the hit batsman that was on a 3-2 count and then the one that he just faced.
Absolutely. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and the umpire liked that one. 1-2.
If they can get him out here with the bases loaded and 2 out and get away with just one run, that is absolutely, it'll be a fine job of defensive pitching.
Here's the pitch. Just missed. You see the little wave off. That's some umpires use that, some don't. It's really not official mechanics, I don't believe.
No.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ducks on the pond, bases loaded. Don't want to run it like Steve told you. Open stance by the hitter, Huffman. The pitcher steps off, so the high drama comes again. Here's the pitch. Curveball got him. Wow, what a way to finish. Did give up 1 run. And that was 1 run on 1 hit and 3 men left on base. The score at the end of a half inning of play, Chester County 1, Jackson Christian coming to bat.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. Did you know that Lonnie Cobb Ford's warranty for life is available on pre-owned vehicles too? That's right, a warranty for life on a used car. And with our huge selection of over 100 vehicles, we have the one for you. Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Welcome to Mann's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
Live at Jackson Christian, and it is a 1-0 lead, and it was a good job of pitching out of a jam by Austin Kelly to get the side retired with 3 runners left on base.
And for Jackson Christian, leading off is the senior Walker Ray, who will be part of the senior festivities tomorrow. You can hear the parabolic mic and hear the mitt pop. Easton Jones will bat second. Chance King, the third baseman, who is also a senior, will be on there. And, boy, the music is loud today, Steve. And Walker Ray, the senior first baseman, he also pitches, can play outfield. Matter of fact, he can catch and do anything that they have to do.
I may not be able to clean out my ears tonight after that music.
And a strike. And I really think the umpire likes that call right there.
Yeah, he's calling an outside corner strike.
And the 0-1 pitch on the way. And it's a fastball. That's a good number 1. That's 2 strikes right there as McLemore is the pitcher. Hunter McLemore also plays third base when he's not pitching. The 0-2 pitch to Walker Ray. He's ready. And they're going to ring him up, as they say.
3 pitches, and let me tell you something. He's got his stuff tonight.
Yes, he does.
They're going to have to be very, very patient on that fastball.
And coming up to the plate, Easton Jones, our left fielder today. And the first pitch to Easton hit on the ground. The big hop, third will field it on that. It goes to first. So Estes over to Shippers for the second out. Steve, that's quick work.
Well, you're looking right here at 4 pitches, 2 outs. You'll take that ratio anytime.
Chance King coming up there. Chance, a senior, also. He'll be participating in the senior festivities tomorrow. Of course, some of the kids here at Jackson Christian are up in Washington, D.C. on a big trip that they have to check out our government and learn about our nation's capital.
A number of the softball players are on that trip.
No, and I don't know of any of the baseball players. That one, they say, is a strike. I'm questioning that. He must have gone over and around.
I think he's saying he went around on it.
Well, and we didn't check it out. He said he was sure. I may be in disagreement, but it doesn't matter what I think. It's an 0-1 count.
He outvotes you, Joe.
Yep. And this time he says it's outside. You can see the little wave showing it's outside. 1-1, 2 outs in the inning. Not many pitches have been thrown by McLemore. Here it comes. Oh, that's a strike. And that's at the umpire's favorite place, and it's a strike. We have to adjust sometimes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Oh, he went after that when it was curving, going to be a ball. It's off the ground. It wasn't off the ground.
I guess they're saying it's not off the ground and considered it to be a fly ball out to the second baseman, but that was a bang-bang play indeed because it looked as though that it hit the dirt first. Anyway, Joe.
Well, I'm going to disagree with him
8 pitches.
Vehemently. That's right, 8 pitches. And no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. The score at the end of 1 full inning of play, Chester County 1, Jackson Christian nothing. We're going to take a timeout on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there. This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
And we are back here. Steve, an interesting inning. It took our pitchers several pitches. They loaded the bases twice. And Chester County, economy of scale, I guess, if you were teaching an economics class.
That's right. 8 pitches in that first inning, and he managed to work very efficiently, and Kelly delivers the opener in the second.
That's a good way to start for Austin Kelly, the fine young right-hander of Jackson Christian. Outfield straight away. On the ground, Reed Cooper will have a chance at it. Walker Ray goes to first to cover, gets it. Assist, Reed Cooper, put out Walker Ray, and that's the way you score that, too.
Chase Garner, the right fielder, grounding out to second, and that brings up the top of the order again with Jace Goff.
1 out in the inning. Timby wearing number 88. You don't see 88 much in baseball. Now, some of the guys have gone to the bigger numbers in the majors, but Aiden Timby.
88. That's the kind of number that you couldn't wear in any form of basketball today.
And I believe the late George Mikan wore that number.
88.
I think he did. He had an unusual number. Played with the Minneapolis Lakers.
Yeah.
There's a swinging strike. Timby is in center field. Outfield still got a little sun over in left field, but the shadows are taken. Here's one hit to right field. Have to get on his horse. It's well placed down the line. It got down. Our right fielder, Collins, made a great effort but couldn't get there in time. And so a runner on first after a single.
Timby went with the pitch and managed to just send that thing into right field and got it just inside the foul line, and a nice job of hitting the way the ball is coming to you.
Yeah, one of my favorite phrases is you couldn't have pitched it or thrown it out there any better.
No.
And that brings up Easton Lovelace. Somewhat of a closed stance or balanced, but the feet not wide apart. Strike one on the first pitch. And these shots from Worthy Road Studios, check the pitchers and the different people out. Check that center field shot of the hitter. Now he opens his front foot just a little. It's slightly off. They're running. Jones's throw to second is wide, gets into center field, but the good job of backing up is J.T. Mullins out there. And I guarantee you J.T. would have come up throwing then.
Well, Jace Goff did a good job of getting out of the way of that, but the big thing with that was the jump that the runner, Aiden Timby, got.
And you are right about the right hitter. Easton Lovelace does not bat. He plays second base.
Yeah.
He is the flex player or the DH in softball, they call it. And that's the first time I've ever put that person in the 10th spot. I usually put them at 11 or 12, so I don't do what I just did.
That's why I do that, because I made a huge mistake in a couple of games by calling the 10th player.
Here's a ground ball up the middle to the second baseman. Cooper's throw to first out, and Walker Ray fakes it as the runner advances. And Walker's the type that would have thrown if you'd got off that base just a little bit. There are 2 outs in the inning, but a dangerous runner at third. And Steve, think about how many ways you can score from third.
Well, you can go with you can't do a sacrifice fly now. You've taken that away, but you could do a drag bunt. There are a lot of ways you could get this guy home. And Emerson, his first time up, he flied to the second baseman.
Absolutely. 1 ball, no strikes, runner at third with 2 outs. And that one is outside. I thought he was a little slow waving that one like he. 2 balls, no strikes with 2 outs. And again, the umpire has a better look than we do. We're not criticizing. We're just thinking there's a swinging strike. And I know that Emerson would have liked to have kept that head in there because he did not really see the ball well then.
No. I'm still thinking back to the previous inning. I still think that ball hit the ground before it went to the second baseman.
I'm with you on that one, Steve. Woo. He ducked it. I don't think it was high. It may have been outside, but if he stands straight up, and that's where the strike zone really is.
Well, let's see what kind of pitch he does on 3-1.
3-1 pitch driven out into the outfield, getting on his horse, getting back in good shape. Jack Collins makes the catch for the third out, and a good job by Jack Collins as they fly to right field. There was no runs on one hit, no errors, and one man left on base. And the end of 1 1/2 innings of play, Chester County leads Jackson Christian 1-0. Let's take that time out on the Worthy Road Studios Jackson Christian Network.
Man, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go Eagles!
We are back for the bottom of the second. In the fourth, you'll hear the great voice of Steve Beverly. Matter of fact, if Paul Schultz has his way, you're going to hear Steve's voice very quickly. Actually, I'm getting an equipment change, and hopefully that will help because I've got a text, too, that I think this is the headset, Paul. And I got one of my friends sent a text that said, your sound is also going up and down. Oh, I was waiting. So I was going to let Steve take it while you change me, or you're going to wait till the inning.
All right, the first pitch up to Wyatt Jones, the catcher, and is outside for ball one. That was a strong first inning by Hunter McLemore. And outside for ball two. And I think we may have just lost me. And there's a 2-3 hopper over to the second baseman. He fires it on to first for out number one.
Okay, let's get everybody on here. Which one am I on, Paul? I had to ask that. Am I on one? I can hear a little bit. That's a tunnel sound. Okay. I'm going to be tunnel vision tonight, but that's okay. We're gonna have us a ball game and get this thing done.
We got Zach Creasy coming up, Joe.
Okay, we'll get with one out and Creasy at bat. And that pitch is away for ball one. And there we go. What does that do? Steve, can you hear me now? I'm going to check it while
I can hear
I'm on.
you perfectly.
Okay. And with 1-1 pitch on the way. Strike two, and you heard the two on the parabolic mic. Here's the pitch for a ball. At bat 24, Zach Creasy. Zach also a fine point guard. The pitch hit, fouled away. You heard the ping of the bat. Chester County leads 1-0 here on a beautiful day at Mural Haas Field. The 2-2 pitch just outside, and the umpire very wisely waves that one away.
Well, he's thrown 6 pitches to one batter here, and he threw 8 in the entire first inning.
And McLemore does a good job. The right-hander brings it to the plate. It's drilled right, a liner at the second baseman, who has made both plays this inning.
And he took the fly out at the end of the first inning, so he's been involved in the last 3 putouts. Busy night.
And this is Lovelace, who is a very fine fielding second baseman. Easton Lovelace. He also can play short and pitch.
And we got J.T. Mullins up.
Mullins, a left-handed hitter, has the high knee pants. And inside, right in that inside strike zone. Now, you as a player, you've got to make that adjustment. And the pitch, low. But, Steve, like I said, this is time if you're a hitter in the dugout, you study that umpire, and you've got to adjust to his strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Jackson Christian looking for their first base runner. Here's the pitch, a swinging strike 2.
Way out in front of that one.
One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Gets away and even the count at 2-2. J.T. Mullins, the fine center fielder. Another one of our young people here on this team. 2 seniors, I believe, is all that is starting today. I'll check myself on that. And again, Germantown comes here at 1 o'clock tomorrow for senior day. Swinging strike 3. They'll tag him just to make sure. But after 2 innings in the bottom half, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. And the score at the end of 2 full innings of play, 1-0 in favor of Chester County over Jackson Christian. Let's take a timeout on the Jackson Christian Worthy Road Studios Baseball Network.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Southern Family Dentistry provides a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to full dental reconstruction and now prepless veneers, they're there when you need them. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook or call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry. We want to make you smile.
We are back, and I am still making adjustments over here. We are back, and there's the first pitch for a ball. The hitter is Hunter McLemore, the pitcher. He was hit by a pitch. He got as far as third base his first time up. Pitch a little low. It was in the right strike zone area, but it was low. Austin Kelly has already thrown more pitches than he normally likes to this early. Usually a good control pitcher. The 2-0 pitch fouled off, Steve. Interesting.
He's been very, very fortunate to hold this team to 2 hits and 1 run because he had, as we well knew in the first inning, 2 bases loaded situations that he was able to get out of with only 1 run.
2-1 pitch. A curveball popped up. Now, it's going to cause a little problem. Somebody's got to take charge, and the shortstop does, but it's a fair ball, and it'll be a double.
Yeah, you cannot call that an error because he literally, it was one of those that it was possibly even some miscommunication as to who was going to take that one.
Yeah, I think there was some uncertainty there, and the uncertainty caused a base hit. That's Chester County's second base hit. Brings up Dean Estes, who was on with a fielder's choice, but a very strong young man. Hits in the cleanup spot, plays third base. Here's one hit up in the air. Center fielder's coming in now hard. I don't think we saw it, and it's going to fall for a base hit, Steve.
Yeah, I think there was some indecision again as to whether the So whether the shortstop was going to go out and take it maybe in short center field, and then all of a sudden we saw the center fielder come running like lightning trying to get there to it, and it just dropped too close in front of him.
So now with runners at first and second, no outs.
And you got Evan Shippers coming up. He struck out his first time up, and they really need a strikeout here.
Looking back, checking the runner, gives that double take. Pitch fouled off, and I thought had the good old screen not been there, we would have had our fishnets out.
Get the net out at that point.
Yep. Catching that one.
As Milo Hamilton used to say, get the net out, Ernie.
Yep. Shippers struck out his first time up. He was the second out of that inning where they got one run. We're in the top of the third. Right on the edge of the grass at third is King. Here's one hit to right field. Jack Collins got to get on his horse. He's racing over, dives for it, but I don't think he got it. And we're blocked out by two things, the hill and a nice crowd down the first base line.
Shippers goes, that's a long run for him back to home plate.
Well, just think about the effort that Jack Collins, but he's a wideout on the football team, so he's used to making that run.
You expect him to be able to cover a lot of territory.
And we'll do the 0-2 pitch again. Evan Shivers, first baseman up there. He'd like to atone for his first at bat. He's got runners at first and second. King has moved back a couple of steps at third. Swinging strike. That one was up there. That's that beach ball coming into eye sockets.
That was a big strikeout, frankly, when you got men at first and second.
That's only one out. Now the infield will play at double play depth as the catcher, Ty Manus, wears 22. He walked his first time up and did not advance past first base, though.
Got an RBI in that first inning. Bases were loaded when he walked.
Here's the pitch, swinging strike.
Kelly's coming with some real heat, Joe.
He's a very good pitcher, usually a very good control pitcher. One strike count with one out, two men on. Here's the pitch, swinging strike. That was well placed, Steve.
Well, Manus was just way out in front of that one, and it dipped on him, and so you got an 0-2 count to the second straight hitter.
Absolutely. 0-2 with one out. Got to keep those runners at bay. Kelly checks them, comes to the plate. This one up in the air, but it'll drift foul out of play. Outfield. Now we are really shading this hitter towards center field. When one goes down the third baseline, he'll be running forever.
Yeah, he could get three bases out of that.
0-2 pitch, though, as Kelly checks the runner once. He'll check a second time this time. Comes to the plate with it. Up in the air. Now, infield fly rule should be in effect. Batter's automatically out, whether Reed catches it or not. He did. So with two outs, and for people that don't know, the infield fly rule will not apply when there's two outs. It's with no outs or one out. Cooper, a very busy man himself. Both second basemen have several chances. Kobe Huffman, the designated hitter, comes up. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. Kelly's got his sign. He'll check again, though, to second. Comes to the plate. This one, a number off the end of the bat. Will it stay fair is the only question. It doesn't. We don't get it, but it's strike one.
So a long run and walk back into two areas of the field. Oh, my goodness.
Tell you what, Jack Collins is getting his workout. Now, I know his coach, Chase McLean, likes him defensively, but I'm sure Darby Palmer's enjoying the extra running so he can run those pass routes when the football season gets here. Spring training coming up after baseball's over. One strike pitch will be on the way in just a moment with two outs and two runners on. Here's Kelly's pitch. It's got to be. Yes, it is. The umpire has been consistent. That is a strike for everybody.
And the one thing about Kelly is how he has managed to keep his composure despite getting runners on base and in scoring position in every inning that we've played.
An 0-2 pitch will be coming, but we got to check those runners. His pitch, swinging, strike 3. Now, that was a very good pitch. It had some smoke on it.
Fourth strikeout.
After putting 2 on, he got the next 3 batters. There were 2 hits in the inning, no runs, 2 men left on base, and the score at the end of 2.5 innings of play, the Chester County Eagles lead 1-0 over Jackson Christian and a white knuckler. Let's take a timeout on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
She's a gladiator in high heels, always working for a good deal. A friend of clients, she'll find you just what you want. So if you own a home and you need it gone, if you want a place to be your own, call Kimberly Evans 697-8558.
For RH Hickman will be at 784-4720.
And back for the bottom half of the inning. Coach Joe Holloway, Steve Beverly, the old pro Steve, will be taking over in the 4th inning for a couple of innings. This is a 7-inning contest. Both pitchers can only throw 120 pitches. Leading off for the Jackson Christian School Eagles, who have gone down 3 up and 3 down, Steve, will be Andrew Potts, the designated hitter, Austin Kelly, the pitcher, and then Reed Cooper. And hopefully Walker Ray will be needed as the 4th man.
Well, he's faced the minimum 6 batters so far. Thrown a lot of heat, and this is where you want to see this little guy get into some power, which we know he has.
Andrew can hit, but he gets a lot of walks too. He had a big base hit one night to drive in one of the runs in one of those tie games we had. There's a strike.
He is carving up that outside corner.
He really is. This is a good pitcher now. Hunter McLemore. You know he's got a good arm. He plays third when he's not. And this one popped up foul, so Andrew Potts quickly in the hole, 0-2.
We saw some fans highly concerned that it might have been approaching their car in the parking lot behind us.
As long as you don't hit the black Rogue Platinum.
That's exactly
everything
right.
is okay. Because some of the finest 18-wheelers in this state have bounced a rock off my windshield recently.
And Joe was not a happy camper about that at all.
Swinging strike 3, and that pitch had some mustard on it, and Andrew had a mighty swing, too.
Well, that is his 3rd strikeout, and so far 26 pitches.
Yep. 2 of them swinging strikeouts, and 1 of them a caught looking. And that brings up the pitcher who can help himself right here, Austin Kelly. Yeah, it's going to be a strike. I agree. The umpire, he's consistent. I like it, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can fuss about that. Well, you can fuss. It won't do you any good.
Yeah, that's right.
Hit to right field. Should be tailing foul, and it will curve. That looked like a slice off of my driver at the golf course. Quickly in the hole, 0-2.
The one that pains you when you have to seek it out in the woods.
Yeah, and the worst part is I slice them so bad I can't find them sometimes. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Gets away. It was a ball anyway. We'll get some help from the dugout, as you can see. They'll flip it back to the umpire. Great shot by Worthy Road Studios of the dugout over there. We got great camera people, and we got a great director.
Yes, Eris Hollingsworth is punching the buttons for us tonight.
1-2 pitch high. Eris is a lot easier than Paul is to look at and also to direct. She does a good job over there. Got that award-winning smile. Paul don't smile often.
Harris is grinning real big. Struck
Swinging
him
strike.
out.
Wow. That's 4 of them, Steve.
Yep.
Would you say his number 1 is working and then change his speeds a little bit?
I think so. And in particular, the way he's carving up the outside corner against the right-handed hitters.
Well, this was a 3-3 tie, one of those games I think where the time limit got it is the reason it was a tie. And Reed Cooper comes up for his first plate appearance here in the third, and there's the strike, and I will not criticize. You can out there, and I may have the parabolic down a little bit because I heard some criticism. That's a strike, fans. Hate to tell you that. Here's the pitch. Big chop. Will it stay up? The pitcher fielded it, whips it to first, and it's another one of those 3 up and 3 down innings. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base at the end of 3 innings of play. Chester County leads Jackson Christian 1-0. We'll be back with Steve Beverly doing the play-by-play on the Jackson Christian Worthy Road Studios network.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Just imagine, no more drills. Look at some of Dr. Nathan Nash's patient results. We provide a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to a full dental reconstruction. And now, prepless veneers. We're there when you need us. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family just like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook to see all those loving smiles. Call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry, we want to make you smile.
Painless care for your teeth at Southern Family Dentistry. Painless care for your teeth. Go by and see those folks there. And we start the top half of the 4th inning. Austin Kelly still on the mound for Jackson Christian. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for Chester County. They've had base runners in every inning, but Kelly has managed to work out of 2 jams. That one was low and away for ball 1. Chase Garner, the right fielder, is up for the second time. He grounded out to the second sacker his first time up. And there's one that is a drive to center field, and it is going to drop between the fielders. And checking in, there's almost a carbon copy of a previous play in an earlier inning, and Chase Garner gets on with a single.
Big single there, Steve, for Chase Garner, who's a very good baseball player. Plays out in right field.
So far, Austin Kelly has given up 4 hits. He struck out 4, walked 1, and hit 1 batter. And at the plate is the center fielder, Aiden Timby. Working again at the top of the inning with a runner on base.
And I just heard from the great Steve Bowers. Got to send him a little note. And tomorrow, I don't think he's listening because he's on the golf course. Dr. Robert Rooks, who wrote 100 Years of Haywood Football, will be on the Saturday Sports Roundup. Here's
a bunt, and that's foul.
That one bounced up and hit the bat.
I had lunch with Bowers today, and it was a fun afternoon, let me tell you.
Oh, he is great. I enjoy him and Tom Mapes getting on there and playing a few oldies during the week.
No balls and 1 strike, the count. Timby trying to move the runner over from first base with nobody out. And quick throw to first. They got him.
Wyatt Jones with the whip throw to third base.
Excellent, excellent throw by Wyatt and just nailed him. He just caught him too far lurking off the base, and that is huge now because you've taken that play off, and now you've got an out with a 1 ball and 1 strike count. High ball 2.
And, Steve, if I said third base, I was looking at my 3 for the first baseman. That was first base that they picked him off. But what a shot by Wyatt.
It was. Man, he had that rifle arm in there. 3 balls and a strike to Timby. And this could be a big pitch. It would have been a bigger pitch had he had the runner still on first base. And the pitch. And that's going to be right between the shortstop and third baseman into left field. And a base hit. Nice job of going with the pitch. Timby is on for the second time. He has had 2 singles. He had his first hit in the second inning of play.
That could qualify, I think, as a C-inning single. It saw its way past the 2 fielders.
There's a big gap that was left out there, and there was just no way either one of them could get to it. That's going to be right down the outside corner for strike 1 to Jace Goff, who's already in his 3rd trip to the plate. He had a single and scored in the first inning and grounded out to second in the second. That's high for ball 1.
Say hey to David Cisco, councilman, who has, now I know his grandson Carson is not playing today. His granddaughter Carly plays on you got to call her game the other day. Left-handed hitting first baseman.
A 13-1 victory, and that was particularly if you like offense, that was great. Foul tip, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Jace Goff going for the downs then. He's up towards the front of the batter's box.
And the pitch is high and inside for ball 2 to make it a 2-2 count.
No intent there other than I can throw it inside, and 2, it didn't break like I wanted it to.
That's exactly right. And the pitch by Kelly. Runner going. They're going down for it. And he got him. Wyatt Jones with another great pickoff play.
And that was the strike them out, throw them out, the first one I've seen this year.
You know, we've done, I can't tell you how many games this season, and that is the first one. There have been a couple of attempts that were unsuccessful. But in that inning, you had no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and after that pickoff, no man left on base. So at the end of 3.5, it is Chester County 1, Jackson Christian nothing.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Well, we're back here with the bottom half of the 4th inning, and McLemore has faced the minimum of 9 hitters, so he's back up to the top of the order with the first baseman, Walker Ray. And that one's outside and low for ball 1. So far in the game, 1 run on 5 hits for Chester County. Jackson Christian still hasn't been able to get a hit in the game, and they've made 1 error. And the pitch. And he says that was a little bit low for ball 2.
It did miss by much, though. And again, Hunter McLemore, what a fine job he's done. And Walker Ray is the man that can get it started off, the senior.
And low and outside, ball 3.
And remember, you got to call his exciting home run that he hit.
I did indeed, and this is the first hitter that he's taken to a 3-0 count. McLemore had only thrown 32 pitchers coming into this inning. Right down in the middle for strike 1.
And that would have had a little extra coming down Main Street then. The police were out ready to give a speeding ticket.
I have to call Jeff Shepard and see if he's got one in his car to hand out. He's my neighbor. All right, the 3-1 to Walker Ray. High fly ball going into left field. They're going to have to hurry to get to it. The left fielder is under it and takes it.
I'll tell you what, that one went high enough to draw rain there. Evidently there's no moisture because this is a high sky, Steve.
I'm telling you, that one was huge. And we're looking at a temperature of about 79 degrees right now here in the Hub City, which is perfect baseball weather, particularly as the sun is getting behind the trees here. Still a few shadows at Jackson Christian Field, and that brings up Easton Jones, the left fielder. That's high for ball one.
Easton grounded out third to first back in the first inning, and he still has a perfect game going, Steve.
Absolutely. He has not been able to, if he's gotten behind, and as we say, Walker Ray is the first hitter that he got behind 3-0 on. That one is outside for ball one, so we got a 1-1 count. But he has faced only 10 batters in this game, and there's a high one that's fouled out of play. Got one of the fans who makes a mad dash over there to see if they can pick up a souvenir that they won't be able to keep. A ball and 2 strikes to Easton Jones. And the pitch. That one just seemingly got away from him. He was trying to change up that time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2. And that one's tapped foul. And picked up over in the corner.
Yeah, we have a final in girls softball. It looks like Trinity has lost to Hollow Rock Brewston Central, and you got to get all that in there or folks get upset.
Yes, they do.
Lee Nunemaker, who's Lee Pipkin now, told me about that. But 8-7 Trinity falls in girls softball.
Boy, you talk about a white knuckler just outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And, of course, Union City is playing Peabody right now. We've got a crew up there at Peabody.
And the 3-2. And got heat on him, and Easton went around on it for strike 3. And that is the 5th strikeout now for McLemore. He got behind 3-1. He got behind 3-0 on Walker Ray and managed to get him to fly out. And Easton Jones, after a 3-1 count, manages to whiff him, and now Chance King, the third baseman. And that one just goes completely back to the back.
Yeah, it was 60 feet 6 inches, but the catch was it was outside and on the ground.
That was more of a bowling pitch.
Peabody has taken a lead over the Union City Golden Tornadoes 3-1, but they're just in the second inning. And
that one's high for ball one. King flied out to the second baseman, his first time up. And that one is on the corner for strike 2. You heard a few groans from some of the faithful here at JC. All right, so this is a 2-1 count. And this is one King would love to be able to get around on. And that's outside. No, it is strike 2.
He likes that pitch.
Just caught the corner.
And he, meaning the umpire, really likes that pitch.
And he doesn't waste any time, and that's a tapper to the second baseman, just a 1 bounce and right on to first. And he has still got a perfect game going. It is here at the end of 4, and at that inning, again, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. And so at the end of 4, it is still Chester County 1, Jackson Christian nothing.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. Did you know that Lonnie Cobb Ford's warranty for life is available on pre-owned vehicles too? That's right, a warranty for life on a used car. And with our huge selection of over 100 vehicles, we have the one for you. Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Welcome to Mann's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
And if you ever have an emergency, we hope you don't anytime soon, but if you do, Man's Wrecker, they're the people to call.
Absolutely, and don't forget about if you need any type of sporting good, go down and see Ben Vargas and Wesley Freeman and staff at Great American Sports. What a great place to go. I'm down there frequently, and Wesley's going to shoot me for saying this, but he can help you with your Game Changer, too. He can do better than Game Changer does. There's a little plug. Wesley will get me for that. Of course, Wesley is newly engaged. He was the color man in football this past year. Steve, you got a real white knuckler and a perfect game going.
That's right, and Austin Kelly back on the mound for Jackson Christian. And here at the top of the fifth, it's going to be Kellen Emerson, the left fielder. He has flied out twice. 1 run, and Austin Kelly has scattered 5 hits so far. He had that first inning that was a little bit rough because Chester County managed to get 3 on base twice, but he worked himself out of the jam and has pitched a gem of a game since then.
And, of course, Ripley is leading Tipton Rosemark 6-1, and we always want to keep up with Tipton Rosemark because they're in our district.
Emerson takes it on the outside corner for strike 1. And the pitch. He sailed that one right in there. So an 0-2 count. He's worked ahead of most of the hitters. And the 0-2. Same pitch, and he is a dead duck.
Nice pitch.
That almost looked like a knuckleball. I don't think it was, but it was. He did the same kind of formation with that.
And I believe we need to check our lineups. I think that is Chance King on the mound. I recognize the form. We only see the small number.
Yes,
it is Chance.
That is Chance. Okay. We couldn't see him from our angle, his number. I can now on the backup camera, and so Chance is on the mound. That is the 6th strikeout for Eagle pitchers. That is Jackson Christian Eagle pitchers. And he is throwing virtually nothing but strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. High. I think he wasted that one. So a ball and 2 strikes once again. They're getting some heat in there.
Austin Kelly back at shortstop.
And the 1-2, and there goes into right field and chasing it down and getting under it and taking it.
And the wideout who plays right field, Jack Collins, and Jack will get me for that, but what a fine young man and outfielder for 2 outs, Steve. And it looks like Zach Creasy has moved back to third base, his normal position with Austin at shortstop.
Austin at shortstop. The key thing there is that Jack Collins has gotten more than a workout tonight over in right field. And there's a high fly ball going to center field, charging it, but it is Collins who comes in and takes it from right field for out number 3. And I must tell you, he's going to deserve a night in the hot tub after this one. But they get them all down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. And so your score continues after 4.5 innings. It's Chester County 1, Jackson Christian nothing.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Well, as we go to the bottom of the fifth, Hunter McLemore back on the mound, and he's thrown only 47 pitches. And so far in the game, he has struck out 5, and he has a perfect game going. He has not allowed a base runner. And Zach Creasy, who has moved over from shortstop back to third base, he leads us off here in the bottom half of the fifth. But trailing by only 1 run, so if they can get a rally going. I mean, Chance King certainly delivered some hot pitches in that 5th inning. And there's a drive going back to center field, way back there, but it's picked up by the center fielder for out number 1.
Fine running catch by Timby that time, and he has played a good game in center field.
That was really the deepest hit of the evening that we have seen for Jackson Christian. JT Mullins. And I think I got that wrong. That was actually Wyatt Jones that teed off on that. This is Zach Creasy.
Yeah, this is Zach and JT to follow.
Yeah, JT is going to follow. I had made a mark on my score sheet that I should never do. And it looked as though Wyatt had batted in the previous inning, but he did not. Yeah, so Wyatt.
That happens on score sheet. That one was a high ball, Paul. Matter of fact, it almost got away, and now our hitter steps out wisely. We may need to start stepping out more to disrupt the timing.
Yeah, because he's had a fast tempo. He does not waste a lot of time on the mound, and that was all heat.
And that's a good job. He's out, but he's stepping in just a little quick. Wait, make the pitcher wait a little bit, destroy that timing.
Ball and a strike.
Curveball
and
good.
Curve nicely handled for a ball and 2 strikes to Zach Creasy. Zach flied out to the second baseman in his only plate appearance so far. And there's one that's going to go over the first baseman's head, and finally a base runner for the Eagles.
And Zach Creasy gets that first hit. He's 1 for 2 now. Only his second plate appearance, and we're here, in the 5th inning, or bottom of the 5th, isn't it? Bret Hart's music.
Center fielder J.T. Mullins coming up.
Man, it's roaring, too.
Woo, I'm telling you.
I'm not going to be like Sergeant Carter and say, I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. All right, you lame brains, you nitnuts, you knucklehead.
Give me 50 in the mud.
That's right. Oh, boy. That show would not have been complete without Frank Sutton.
He was great.
No way. The pitch. And that one goes right to the pitcher. This could be 2 on to second and then on to first. It's a double play. So score that one 1-6-3. And it is a textbook double play. And after JC managed to get their first runner of the game on, it is killed, and it was just a beautifully executed double play. So we had no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. And so at the end of 5 innings, it is still 1-0 Chester County, and Joe will be back at the play-by-play after these messages.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story.
Go Eagles!
We are back. Glad to have you back here in the top of the sixth with a 1-0 lead for the Eagles. Nice pitch. Boy, Chance has been on fire.
He has done the job that's expected of him in relief. He had a strikeout and 2 flyouts to right field.
Nice pitch there. Gets a swinging strike. Don't forget about Brandy Reagan and Reagan's Realty. They can take care of you, and you need a good realtor with the housing shortage and a great supporter of Jackson Christian. Yeah, he got him
way out in front of that one. A great strikeout. That is the 7th strikeout, Joe, for Jackson Christian pitchers.
And caught him with a half swing. And that brings up Ty Manus, who is 0 for 1 officially. He walked back in the first, but he has caught an excellent game. Reed Cooper up and over to Walker Ray at first for the second out. This one going fairly fast, Steve.
Well, that's pretty good when you can nail them like that on so far 4 pitches in the inning.
And, of course, advancing to the plate is number 21, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 2 today, Kobe Huffman. And, of course, Chance McLean and Todd Lumley and Brian Bullard got to feel good about where you are if we can just get some hits. That one outside. That may be the, I hate to call it worst pitch, but the most outside pitch that Chance has thrown.
And it wasn't that far outside.
It was pretty good. That one just missed. The curve took it away. That's a pitch you almost have to start over the middle of the plate. But a good pitch, even though he's down 2-0. The senior has come on in relief. Yes, strike one. Now, Wyatt, I love you. You're a great catcher. Don't work your man to death out there. Throw it back to the word Eagle so he doesn't have to jump. Here's the pitch.
Just a little high.
Just missed on the borderline. He said he gave the up signal if you saw the umpire on another great shot by the Worthy Road camera people. We've got the best cameras around here. We have multiple cameras. I know of at least 6 cameras tonight, and tomorrow we may have 6 or more.
It's going to be a beautiful day for Senior Day tomorrow. It'll be warm, but it is going to be a nice day to honor the seniors of this Jackson Christian team tomorrow against Germantown.
3-2 pitch, swinging, strike 3. Chance is the man right here in this inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. The score at 5 1/2 innings of play. Chester County 1. The Jackson Christian Eagles, who's coming to bat 0. We will be back after this important timeout on Worthy Road Studios.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Southern Family Dentistry provides a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to full dental reconstruction and now prepless veneers, they're there when you need them. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook or call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry. We want to make you smile.
And we are back, Steve, for the exciting top of the, well, actually the bottom of the 6. Trying to rush this game along a little bit here on my part. We need runners. We've only had one.
And you want to do it here in this inning because of the fact you don't want to have that dramatic comeback in the 7th if you can avoid it.
Absolutely. Outside.
He had thrown only 57 pitches coming into this inning. Excuse me.
And that one high. We need a base runner, and the man that can get on there is Andrew Potts. He's the designated hitter today. Andrew 0 for 1, though, at the plate today. McLemore, and this one popped up. First baseman, is he taking charge? Yes. And one out. Pop up just behind first base.
Frustration on a 2-0 count, and then the fly out to first base, and still McLemore has faced the minimum number of batters after that double play in the 5th inning.
That's right. Hunter McLemore, who in his off times plays third base, but you can see why he's pitching. Kelly shows bunt. Chester County really didn't believe it. He had a 2-step approach, and that was it. He withdrew it. It's ball 1. And this one a strike. It's right there. Third baseman took it a little more serious. First baseman, and now they back up a little. They don't believe he's bunting at 1-1. And he wasn't.
He's taking a lot of pitches, too, here.
Here's a young man that could get you a base hit or get something started. Very capable hitter. Haven't seen his grandparents, who are usually here, Gary Thompson and his wife, but fouled off and evens the count at 2-2. Steve, like I said, we need base runners. We'd like to plate at least 1 and get this thing tied up. 2 would make us even happier. Chester County doesn't want us to plate any. Here's the pitch, and there's the one in the dirt off to the side of the plate.
So we're going full here, and it's going to be interesting whether he takes or whether he swings away at a 3-2 count.
I'm kind of betting that McLemore comes with the number 1 down Main Street right here.
I agree. That's what his bread and butter has been on a 3-2 count.
Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way.
Yep.
Strikeout.
That's the 6th strikeout now for McLemore.
I'm going to make one of my famous statements, an interesting call.
Yes.
Here he comes, the fine fielding second baseman, Reed Cooper, who's 0 for 1 today. He was out on a grounder to the pitcher, who threw him out at first. And he takes a strike. And I'm going to tell you what, Hunter McLemore has mastered the outside corner. He knows where the black part of the plate is.
He carves that thing up like a surgeon.
Greg Maddox, the great pitcher of the Braves, used to do that. This one fouled off. They give chase. And now Reed Cooper in the hole, 0-2, must protect the plate. 2 outs. We need to get something started. A base hit would help, an error, a walk, hit batsman, anything. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And
7th strikeout.
Yep. 7 strikeouts, and that doesn't help. That's what's been hurting us, but we'll tell you that there were no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. The score at the end of 6 innings of play is Chester County 1, Jackson Christian nothing. We'll be back with this white knuckler for the 7th inning on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
She's a gladiator in high heels, always working for a good deal. A friend of clients, she'll find you just what you want. So if you own a home and you need it gone, if you want a place to be your own, call Kimberly Evans 697-8558.
For RH Equipment, will be at 784-4720.
Kimberly Evans Realty, actually she is with the Hickman Realty, but a great supporter of Jackson Christian. Race Clips Haircuts, Seabass and also our Paul Schultz, he gets their hair cut there. A lot of other people do too. You should go there, out south of town. Snookums, great food. They're open right now. And, of course, Deaton's Carpet One. Go by see Gary and the whole gang. And, yes, Gary works. He actually puts in about 8 hours a day.
There you go.
Some people think he doesn't work.
I don't think he likes to hear that.
No, he doesn't, but Gary, and he has time to be civic-minded, but, hey, you can get a good deal from Gary or any of his people.
Chase Garner is at the plate now for Chester County.
And fouls that one off, so a no ball, 2-strike count. Chance King has really made hay while the sun shines.
He's been an outstanding reliever in this game. He's had 3 strikeouts of his own out of the 7 that he and Austin Kelly have combined for.
That is great. The 0-2 pitch on the way from King, fouled off. That was that one up in the eyes that all hitters like that
yes.
one. And that was a rising fastball. Chase played linebacker also on the football team. He and Tacker Nash, sometimes known as Tackler Nash, teamed up together. This should be an easy ground ball. There's Reed Cooper. Scoops it up, throws to first for the out. And you got to like Reed Cooper. He is smooth as silk and better than milk down there at second today.
I like that because it makes me think of almond milk every time you talk about that, Joe.
Almond milk is good for you.
That's what I have every morning on my cereal.
You're a good man then.
The doctor tells me I can't have regular dairy milk anymore.
Well, the doctor's taking good care of you. Aiden Timby probably likes it because you drink almond milk too.
Yeah.
And we just had one of those 55-foot, not a curveball. That was a throw. That's probably the one pitch that Chance, I wished I could take that one back.
Yeah.
1-ball pitch, strike. I'll beat the umpire to the day.
Yeah, that was a beautiful curve.
I don't even have my good glasses on, and I could see that one. I changed a while ago because the others were hurting. That should be, yeah.
1-2.
That was a wicked curveball.
Yes, it was. It was almost a rising curve.
1-ball, 2-strike pitch. Here's Chance King throwing. It's hit to right field. Jack has got to get on his horse. Can he get there? It goes foul.
Foul ball.
Boy, Jack Collins, you got to be proud of him tonight. Darby Palmer, not only is Chase going to pat him on the back, Darby Palmer, you better get yourself out here and pat him on the back, too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that guy has been on the run almost more than Dr. Richard Kimball.
Of course, the Chester County coach, Mike Goff, you remember him when he played his days at JCM. Matter of fact, I think his brother was coached by Tommy McLean. Swinging, strike 3. We're going to throw it around and celebrate a little bit.
8th strikeout for Jackson Christian pitchers tonight, and that is the 4th for Chance King.
Let's see, I think Chester's got 7 strikeouts, and we've got 8.
Yep.
And that brings up to the place Jace Goff, the leadoff man. This one popped up in the air. Now somebody's got to take charge. Chance King takes charge. Walker Ray gets out of his way, and you know what that does? That gives you the 3rd out of the inning. And we get to say one more time, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Trailing 1-0 in the bottom of the 7th, Jackson Christian will come to bat to try to do something about that. We'll be back on the Worthy Road Studios Network after this timeout.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Just imagine, no more drills. Look at some of Dr. Nathan Nash's patient results. We provide a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to a full dental reconstruction. And now, prepless veneers. We're there when you need us. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family just like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook to see all those loving smiles. Call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry, we want to make you smile.
And Walker ready to lead it off in the bottom of the 7th. And there's the curveball. That was a dandy curveball. Walker is 0 for 3 tonight.
That was wicked.
Yes, it was. Well, actually, he's 0 for 2. Now, here's a base hit. He won't run on this one. He's going to hold up at first because you don't take a chance.
That's what they need, Joe, though, is just to get runners on base and have an opportunity to at least tie this thing, if not to win it here in the 7th.
And with one of the most experienced base runners on the Jackson Christian team, he's talking to Todd Lumley. And Todd is trying to tell the umpire something.
It's only the second hit for Jackson Christian. The previous hit, they got him doubled off.
And if
second
we
and
can
first.
get a shot down there at first base there, I don't know whether there's a problem with the bag or what there is. And see if Paul can get us a shot at first base. Maybe a player problem. They're talking, and you could have had a little blocking.
Could have been interference and possibly award second base to him.
I don't know that they'll award it, but they may be warning about possible fielder and a runner. There's a little contentiousness between these two clubs, too, at times. Yeah. Deaton's Carpet One we've told you about. Snookums. Don't forget about Race Clips. We've got all kinds of sponsors. Mitchell's Body Shop, Man's Record Service. Please tell these people that you heard about them here. Don't forget Southern Dentistry. The dentist there is Nathan Nash, Dr. Nathan Nash, who is a former star football player here, and his son signed a scholarship with Rhodes University. Got an award from the National Football Foundation the other night.
Fantastic.
Okay, with no outs and a runner at first, Easton Jones up there. Easton's 0 for 2 today.
Struck out his last time up.
He's bunting, and the pitcher goes to his knees. He'll go to first with it, get one.
He's going to
Walker's running. Let's see if they get him. They got he was trying to get 2 on it, and 3-5 gets him. The bunt was 1-2 for the first out.
Boy, I wonder if he wishes he had that one back.
Chester County didn't go completely asleep. It was close. And with 2 outs now, Chance King comes to the plate. He is the last hope for the Eagles. We've had 2 hits in this contest. We just got a base runner erased. Chance has got the power. They throw him high and outside. That was actually a breaking ball.
Boy, that's a big gamble you take on a bunt, trying to go from first to third.
Now the bunt, it's outside for ball 2. Bunt needed to make the third baseman feel that one, and it didn't. It was a little bit towards the pitcher more than they wanted. You got to put it down that third baseline, make the third baseman come up.
And McLemore is very fast fielding. We've seen him twice tonight make really solid plays.
And he did that from his knees. Hunter McLemore has a 2-ball, 1-strike count with 2 outs on Chance King, the third place hitter in our lineup. Throws the curve, and it's in there. 2-2, two outs. Jackson Christian needing base runners and need 1 run to make this thing go into the 8th. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Steve Beverly, Coach Joe Holloway. Here's the pitch. Hit up in the air. Will it stay fair? It's going to. The right fielder draws a bead on it.
Whoa.
Came in a little close. Almost snow-coned it, but he got the third out, and that ends the contest. There was no runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. And we have dropped a really tight ball game. It was 3-3 the last time we played them. And you'll see the traditional sportsmanship lines. We're going to take a couple of minutes time out on the Worthy Road Studios network and come back and have more baseball on the post-game show. Worthy Road Studios brings you the best in athletics.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports.
You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. Did you know that Lonnie Cobb Ford's warranty for life is available on pre-owned vehicles too? That's right, a warranty for life on a used car. And with our huge selection of over 100 vehicles, we have the one for you. Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Welcome to Mann's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story.
Go Eagles!
Back for the post-game show, Steve. An unhappy score to report, 1-0. Great effort by both teams. Chester County was able to plate one back in the first, and that run held up. You've got the Chester County story.
Well, it was, as you said, Joe, it was really decided in the first inning because of the fact that Hunter McLemore did a brilliant job. He held Jackson Christian to 2 hits, faced the minimum of 21 batters during the game, and he was just brilliant, had a tremendous curveball, but came with a lot of heat in the game. And frankly, it was also an outstanding job because Chester County was held scoreless after the first inning, and then you had Chance King that came in relief in the 5th. Actually came in the 4th and had 4 scoreless innings on that. So it was really it was anybody's game at that point. And it was just a real unfortunate thing, a bit of a base running mistake there when you had that trying to go with a bunt from first to third, and it's just hard to be able to come back from that, and that was an emotional it's a killer at that point in time. Well, let's take a look at the leaders for Chester County. Jace Goff, their leadoff hitter, the shortstop, was 1 for 4, and he scored the game's only run in the first inning, and he scored it on a bases-loaded walk, of all things.
What a way to score, but a good way for Chester County.
Yeah, that's right, and it was, that's just the way that first inning was. The thing that I will say about Austin Kelly is that he faced 2 bases-loaded situations in that first inning and managed to get out of the jam with only 1 run scoring, and that was huge. Looking also down the line, Hunter McLemore, the pitcher, helped himself with a double. He was also hit by a pitch. He was 1 for 2 in the game. Dean Estes was 1 for 3, and he had a walk in the first inning. He advanced on a walk. Ty Manus was 0 for 2, but he managed to get a walk in that first inning. And then Chase Garner was 1 for 3 with a base hit that he had in the 4th inning. And that pretty much was it, but 78 pitches on the evening for Hunter McLemore, 7 strikeouts. And it was, you have to say across the board, one of those that it's a shame one of these pitchers had to lose it tonight.
It really is.
They
Steve,
both were solid.
Will you check your score sheet and see if Aiden Timby had a hit in the second?
Aiden indeed did have a hit in the second and a stolen base. Yeah, so Aiden, that got off my sheet there. Aiden, I didn't total it up. He was 2 for 3. Pardon me. He had a hit in the second and also had another one in the 4th, and he was thrown out 2 to 4 going to second base. But he added to that. So it was one of those games. It was a great pitching performance by Jackson Christian, but they just simply couldn't get enough runners on base. Only managed to get 2 tonight.
Absolutely, and that a tough night. I'm going to address something you talked about. It is risky when you make that play, whether it's a call play or the player advances on. You must make the third baseman field that ball on the bunt.
Third baseman's got to field it.
It was too close to Hunter McLemore, and he got it from his knees. A great play by him. If that bunt goes down the line or even 3 feet from the line and makes that third baseman come up, then the play works. But it doesn't work unless you execute all facets of it. Now for Jackson Christian School, we only got 2 hits tonight, and we didn't score any runs. Walker Ray was 1 for 3 and had one of those hits. Zach Creasy was 1 for 2 and had one of those hits. We faced a very good pitcher. We didn't get our hits until the 5th and 6th innings, and we went down 1-2-3 in the 7th. Austin Kelly gets the loss. He only gives up 1 run in 5 hits and has to take a loss. That's a good effort, Steve.
It really was, and particularly he settled down so much after that first inning, and it was just a case of there were too many runners on base that were bunched together to get that single run. And you think about the number of hitters he faced in the first inning and still managed to get out of it with only 1 run scoring. Another bright spot for Jackson Christian's pitching tonight. They had 8 strikeouts, 4 for each pitcher tonight. And so, they were coming with the heat, too. There was no doubt about it.
Absolutely. And, of course, tomorrow we'll be back here. Now, there probably will be a crowd on hand. It's senior, not night, but senior afternoon. It's a 1 o'clock start with the first pitch, but pregame ceremonies. Now, whether they hook up to the sound system, I haven't talked to Paul about that, or if Steve is here. I will be coming from doing the Saturday Sports Roundup, and hopefully I can park close enough to get here.
It's going to be tough
The old
tomorrow.
ball coach can't walk very far anymore with bad knees, and we are looking forward to doing that. We get to say goodbye to a couple of good seniors. Now, we've got more games. The ladies play on Monday night. Maggie Richardson and crew will be back pitching. On Tuesday, we've got both softball and baseball. And but tune in early tomorrow. I'm sure the Jackson Christian Facebook will tell you what time senior night is. And this game will be archived on YouTube tonight. When usually about 10 o'clock, Paul's got these games, and sometimes before that, it'll be archived in perpetuity, one of my favorite words to be put on there. A tough loss, I feel, for both teams. Chester County's got to be ecstatic that they won a white knuckler.
Yeah. Well, another key thing on this one, Joe, the pitching was so strong in this game that the game was played in 86 minutes.
And that is fast for high school baseball.
Yes.
And we had a few step outs and things like that, but the two pitchers have a fairly fast pace, which made up for some of the step outs. Wasn't a lot of base runners except in that first inning. And a fine ball game. Hats off to both teams. Jackson Christian had some great efforts. I want to give Jack Collins the Jim Ryan Running Award.
Yes.
He was a marathoner.
He was unbelievable, chasing down fly balls and fouls over in the right field line.
And all of our kids gave a good effort, and we're very proud of them. But 1-5-0 for the Chester County bunch, and they have a fine baseball team. We tied with them the previous game. And I guess here in a minute we'll be getting our graphics up there with who has worked here. But, Steve, why do they put up, or who puts up with us to do these games?
Well, let's put it this way. Our director tonight, and she did a brilliant job on this one, Eris Hollingsworth, and she's trying not to show her teeth. Now she is. She's got to give us a grin on here. Our camera operators tonight, and they did a solid job for us tonight, Ashley and Stephanie Janda. And, of course, Joe Holloway and I are your announcers, and our ever-cool, ever-present director, executive producer, I should say, Paul Schultze. And we'll remind everyone that the announcers on this telecast are selected by Worthy Road Studios and have been approved by Jackson Christian School, and we are both very happy for that, particularly when we get a piece of paper with Paul Schultze's autograph.
I like that autograph. That's the one I like.
That's right.
And our crew did a good job. And
they did.
And Eris does such a wonderful job. Now, she can correct me. She's also in the band at Peabody, too. Am I correct? And she's been in a few beauty pageants and stuff, too. She's a very nice young lady.
She's been very successful in those.
And, of course, our camera people, Ashley and Stephanie, what a great job they did. Got an all-ladies crew except for you and I, and we're too ugly to be ladies and stuff. That's the reason they even took the camera away from showing us tonight. And no, actually, we have cameras all over the place tonight. Worthy Road Studios ahead of everybody. Now, a couple of things we got to tell you. You saw that this is a copyrighted broadcast, but any rebroadcast, retransmission, and further use of this contest without the expressed written consent of Worthy Road Studios is prohibited. And it is time to utter the famous words quicker than normal on an 86-minute baseball game. Thanks for your time this time. Till next time. Good day, all.